It is November 19th. Michael Vaughn with Lee Barker. And Lee, we're talking gold in this report. And let's have an update on Bruel to begin.
Well, as you know, we have a signed term sheet for the new investor to come into the Bruel project, and we're expecting the final documents for closing that transaction sometime this week, hoping to close within about 2 weeks.
I will follow up on that. Now, you also have an interest back up in Kirkland Lake, the Matachewan region. You talked about that a couple of months ago. What's the source of your interest?
Well, we announced in September that we're going to acquire 3 mining leases from a private organization that were formerly owned by the Sir Harry Oakes interests. And Sir Harry Oakes was a major figure in Canadian mining in the early days, gold mining in particular, and discovered the Lakeshore Mine, which was the largest gold mine in Canada at that time. And he had these properties under exploration between 1934 and 1936.
Well, he's looking in the right place, of course. I mean, Kirkland Lake, the regional gold map there shows you the production that's taken place.
That's correct. The Matachewan area is interpreted to be the extension of the Kirkland-Larder Lake Break. And in fact, the Alamos Young-Davidson gold mine is in full operation there, producing close to 200,000 ounces a year. And it's a major gold operation. And the geology of that deposit is similar to the reported geology of the Harry Oakes leases that we're acquiring.
All right. Now, there's not much information on a property from 1935. What information were you given?
Well, we were given information by the vendor, none of which is in the government files. Yeah. There's virtually nothing except a report on a geology map that shows where the old shaft is. But we have maps.
Is this a hand-drawn
We have some hand-drawn maps.
From 1935.
That's correct. And parts of a report that were written by a consulting mining engineer with results of some drill holes, some trenches, and information from when the shaft was sunk.
So you wanted to go in and see this for yourself. How did you get there?
Well, there's a trail going in there that obviously went in the 1930s all the way to the shaft itself, because they had a blacksmith shop and a hoist and all sorts of infrastructure there to do this work. And that trail is in good condition for about halfway to the thing, which is about 3 kilometers from an existing road, main road that comes from Matachewan to Timmins. And we actually were able to go in there by ATV about halfway, and then we basically went through the bush.
So you wanted to see
cut
for
ourselves a trail.
If this hand-drawn map from 1935, so a shaft and drill hole.
Exactly. We wanted to confirm that this information is valid. And yes, we did confirm that. We found the shaft, we found at least 1 drill hole, and of course we found the remains of the old trenches in the bush. And even though there was a lot of snow there, we were actually able to scrape off some outcrop and look at some mineralized quartz veins that are part of the zone.
Now, from what you saw, do you think old Harry knew what he was doing here?
Well, you know, I can't discount the fact that Harry Oakes was not a stupid man. I mean, he was the richest man in Canada at one time. He was knighted. He was involved in many mining ventures after his discovery of Lakeshore. And I can't believe that he would have spent his own money doing this if there weren't some results for gold there. And
well, basically, we know there is gold there. Look at this map of the gold producers in the area.
Well, that's correct. You can see that the extension of the structure coming down from Kirkland Lake goes through Matachewan. The Young-Davidson and Matachewan consolidated mines that are under operation now by Alamos are major deposits. And there's no question that this area has the potential for probably more discovery. And this is a sleeper.
Briefly, we're running short of time, but what's next?
Well, this is a sleeper. What we're going to do now is we're going to do a magnetic survey on the claims using a drone, which is very efficient, very cost effective. It'll be done in 1 day, and we'll be able to determine the volume of rock on those leases that is not related to what we call diabase dikes. It's a sterile formation that does go through the claims. But there's a couple of dikes reported on the geology maps. We want to know how much is there so we know how much of favorable rock we can explore later on.
Interesting story. Thanks for your time, Lee. It looked like you enjoyed yourself tramping through the woods again. I'll be back to see you in about a month to see how this turns out.
Thanks, Mike. I'll look forward to the update.